Well, hello everyone. The Ontario Gardener here, back with another Halloween update PlateUp compact automation tutorial. These titles are getting longer and longer every time I do one. Anyway, guys, today we're going to be doing sweet corn or roasted corn. Call it roasted corn, sweet corn. But basically, you have your corn bin. It's a pretty basic setup, and I'm going to set it up for you guys right now. You're going to need a portioner to do the husking for you. You also have your corner grabber, of course. I'm going to choose a different corner grabber because that one's already set. I have a couple that are already set. And there you go. You're going to need a jiggly bin. And a jiggly bin is used because when you husk the corn, you have to throw away the husk. You can't, there's nothing secondary that you can use it for. It just is waste. At this time, with this layout, it's waste. And we have your safety hob. And here you have a smart grabber that's set to the shucked corn. And I'm going to show you why you need this in a minute. And then we have, again, you can set this up. Actually, I'll do it like this to show you how you can turn these. And then this will go here. Now, again, you don't need the prep station, but this is pretty much as compact as you can make it. It's 5 by 2. Again, if you don't have the prep station or this, it'd be a 4 by 2, so it'd be 8 squares. But again, because this is considered a side, so I don't know how much you'd be using. If you'd be using more than one, I don't know. I mean, you could even put this here just to have 2 ready to go. You may not need a prep station, but for the demonstration, I'm going to use the frozen prep. And I guess I'll actually just put it here because this one's set the proper way. So I'm going to show you how it works if you use the smart grabber, and then I'll also show you how it works if you don't use a smart grabber and why you have to use one. So let's jump into practice mode, which again, the new update, you go to escape, you go to practice mode, and you don't even have to move your character. You stay right there, and here it goes. So the portioner, the splitter, I call it the portioner, that takes the husk off, and the husk goes into the jiggly bin. And as you see right here, the smart grabber is not pulling the husk. It's pulling the corn, and since it husks it here, there's a bit of a, again, you could do this differently, slightly differently, so you're not relying on this mechanic, but again, this is to me the most compact way, and to me it makes sense. Again, how many sides are you using, right? The jiggly bin takes 10 seconds, roughly 10 seconds to get through doing what it's doing. Now again, if you want to throw a prep station down here to really have this load up, you could expand this just by 2 tiles. You could put a grabber here, prep station, and then a corner grabber going into this one if you wanted to. I don't feel it's necessary. The only other way you could do this, again, it would take up a bit more space, is if you would have, I think this would work, having it like this. We can try it while we're here. Obviously it's not as efficient as far as space goes. It would go something like this. But again, look how much more space you're taking up here for the same, basically for the same thing. And let's just see if this actually works. Now, theoretically, it should portion it just like this. Again, this is not, now you're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here you're at 6 spaces, 6 by 2. So you're taking up 12 blocks instead of 10 or 8 if you get rid of the prep stations. Now this one you'll have more ready to go. So it depends on how your setup is. If you want to have, but you still need to have a smart grabber here, because if not, you're going to push fully with the husk onto this, and it's not going to work. Now again, could you make it more compact with having portioning it off the safety hob? Yes, we can look at that right now if you want to. Again, there's different options here how to do it. You basically would do it similar like this. It would work something like this. This is one of the designs where there's a couple different designs. Here you're at 1, 2, 3, 4. Here you're at 5 by 2 as well. So you're at the same size as the way I showed it before. But we can show you how this. Actually, I won't. Sorry, it's not like that. I'm mistaken. Excuse me. This one will have to go here. I'll have to turn this one, and then this would go here. Which again, this is a little bit more compact, but again, it's just. And now we'll go to practice mode like this, and you turn this to flip up into there. So this will work as well as far as portioning it, but I think what's going to happen is once this gets backed up, this is going to, interesting that it sits here like this. Oh, well, it's not cooking it. So there you go. That answers that question. I was just justifying why I had it set up the opposite way, and this does it right here. So this is a bit of a blooper reel showing you why this won't work. This is a 4x2 design, but this won't work for obvious reasons because it won't cook it. Because you can take the husk off, it'll cook it if it backs up, but if otherwise it won't do it. Now again, you could put a smart grabber afterwards. So like there are many ways to set it up, but for me, putting it the way I had it originally, I find is the most efficient way to do it, and it's the way to do it without any real mistakes. So that's why I recommend doing it the way that I showed you how to do it. But again, there are alternative ways to do it. If you put a smart grabber after this with cooked corn, it would sit on this, but then again, it would still back up. So I mean, to me, this is a 5x2 or a 4x2. This is the optimal design for this as far as space saving. And again, you turn this around like that. It does this. Oh, sorry, I have it turned the wrong way. Hey, we do trial and error here as well when we do our tutorials, don't we? There we go. Okay. Now let's let it roll for you guys. So it husks it off of the corner grabber, basically, and then this corner grabber, this doesn't matter if this isn't, there's no such thing as a smart corner grabber as this works. But again, this is going to work. The jiggly bins every 10 seconds, like I said, how much corn are you going to be going through? If you're going to be going through a lot, expand this section here. Put a straight grabber here. Put a prep station, corner grabber, jiggly bin. That way you can have 6 plus 1. You can have 7 always ready to go. But again, this is a side dish. How fast are you going through side dishes? If the answer is really fast, then do what I said about putting a prep station here. I don't have one I can show you, but same difference. Or you could put another conveyor or even a counter here to expand the space. Or another jiggly bin. You know, you could do various things here, but I don't really feel there's a need for that. How much corn are you going through? I keep coming back to that, and it's true. Especially if you have a frozen prep station, you'll have no issues with that. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for joining me. This was a long-winded short tutorial, but I want to show you that sometimes people think that you can do things a different way and to get a certain outcome, and you can't. Like I said, I proved point here that this will grab unless you have a smart grabber. So to me, this 5x2 design is the most efficient design that you could have for doing grilled corn or sweet corn or husked corn, whatever you want to call it. I'll call it the grilled corn, I guess. So thank you guys so much for joining me. If you're enjoying these tutorials, these new automation tutorials, feel free to leave me a subscribe. It would be really helpful to the channel. And as always, like and comment on the video. I love interacting with all my supporters. I always respond to any comment with a thumbs up, a heart, or a personalized comment back. And yeah, guys, thanks. Stay tuned for more. If there's something that you'd like to see automation-wise that isn't on my channel as of yet, all the new stuff will be under the Halloween update automation tutorials playlist. So all the new stuff will be there. Any existing things that I'm going to be revamping will still be listed under here. I'm going to do more of the fish runs, more of this, more of that. And then, yeah, we'll get it going, guys. So feel free to leave comments on what you want to see going forward with the channel as far as tutorials or guides, and I'll happily get them out for you. So thank you so much for joining me, and I'll catch you guys next time. Take care now.